And she just hung this up. I was like, that's nice. Works great.
Sure.
So.
All right, Tim has invited me into his castle.
Let me turn the music off because YouTube won't let you have it.
Hey, you're right. Oh my goodness. This is really cool. Where do you go to get away from each other?
No, we like each other.
Good.
I let her pick the tile. And it was funny because she just was not interested. And then she saw this and decided she loved it.
Ceramic.
She liked they had it displayed with this alternating pattern.
Right.
And then the bathroom tile, when she saw it, she flipped.
Well, you know, I like this tile because this isn't what I call the suicide tile, like they have in the malls. Glass smooth.
No,
Just drop a water on it and you'll fall.
Actually, I was surprised at how rough this is. You get down on it, it's like pitted and rough.
It should be.
It doesn't look that rough. I mean, it's a lot rougher than, and it's good because it's not slick.
Well, this is cute. They got the bed here, got the air con up here, and that looks like about a half horsepower.
I think.
Yeah.
It's too small for this room.
Oh, look at that little neat breaker box you got there.
Yeah. There's a main and then one for the lights and one for the outlets.
Wow.
I think is what it
That's
is.
all you need here.
Yeah.
It's amazing what they do at 220.
I would have put in a much different box than that.
Yeah,
It works.
you and I both would have.
This was her thing. My plans had shelving just on the walls so it could be more open.
Right.
She wants it kind of walled off to the bed. She actually wants a wall here, and I told her no freaking way.
Don't eat up all your space.
Make it too tight.
Too small.
And no airflow.
Right. Yeah.
So this wasn't supposed to be here. It was all supposed to go around the walls.
Ah, okay, okay.
And she signed off on this. I drew it on the computer. I got the little 3D program. But then when we got here, she goes, "Well, no, the bed's right there." No.
And I'm glad you got the back door back there.
Actually, in the afternoons, we open that. The breeze blows
Yeah.
through here really well.
Okay.
That was supposed to be a counter, and the sink was going to go there because I was going to have one wet wall.
Wet wall?
Yeah.
Meaning?
All the piping on one wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they didn't grasp that anyway.
Oh, so here's your handyman hardware timer.
I love that timer. You set it for like 8 hours,
Yeah?
and when you turn it on, the air con turns on and this fan turns off.
And then it switches off?
So at night, I just point this to the bed. Yeah, I'll just turn this towards the bed.
Okay.
And when it switches off at about 3 in the morning,
Yeah, you got fan.
that goes off, that comes on, because it's got both plugged in at once.
That's a neat little device. I saw that one. You had a post somewhere.
Yeah, so that comes on, that goes off.
Okay.
This is normally open, normally closed switch.
Yeah?
On a timer. Can't get much simpler than that.
No,
The fan goes off, the air comes on.
about 300 pesos for that little timer.
I think it's about 1,000.
Was it?
But it saved me almost 1,000 a month.
Yeah. Okay. What is your bill? Electric bill?
Well, that's a little
That
higher than
changes.
it should be,
Yeah.
because when they were going to put in a sub-meter,
Mm-hmm.
I asked Uncle, I said, well, how much is your electric bill? He says, about 800 a month. I said, don't put in a sub-meter, I'll pay it. So I just pay for both houses.
Good.
And both houses is, because I got the land, we didn't buy this land.
Yeah.
This is still their land, which I guess means they could kick both of us out if they
Yeah.
wanted.
Sure.
But, you know,
They're not going to do that. I noticed your lights up here too. Bright.
Yeah.
They're bright.
They're pretty bright. They started out LEDs, and they all burned out. Oh, those LEDs are expensive too.
Oh yes.
Way too high. And every one of them burned out within 2 months.
I'll be darned. They're supposed to last 10,000 hours.
So I put in the regular curly Q.
Yeah.
See, they haven't changed them since. Been a
Okay.
year.
What is the maximum on your electric bill? 6?
Max has been 5. But
Okay.
it's usually 3, 5 to 4.
That's good.
And for 2 houses. Now their house though is a refrigerator, sometimes TV,
Mm-hmm.
and rarely, they'll put lights on. But it's dark. Like this daytime lights,
Yeah.
they don't do.
They don't what?
No. There's no. You go over there now, they have no lights.
Okay. Okay, I see what
Until
you're
it's
saying. Yeah.
dark, they don't turn on lights.
Okay.
Whereas I wake up, I turn on lights.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we all do. We're used to it.
I don't think lights are probably that expensive, but it's all the refrigerator and stuff.
Nice little sink area.
Yeah, they just, this is the cement sinks they put in.
Fina?
It's just cement and tile.
Oh, this is concrete though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
this whole thing is just concrete.
Solid concrete, yeah. That's the way they do them.
How big do you want the sink? I said, I don't know.
24 deep.
Yeah. So they just
Made it.
we got a little oven. That actually works. You can make cake in that damn thing.
This?
It's a convection oven.
Okay, it's air. Yeah,
Yeah.
heaters. Yeah.
I read about them, and shit, it actually works. It works better than the toaster oven.
Okay. I love the colors. These are happy colors. They're not the purples that I see.
And the CR, she saw that tile and flipped. She just fell in love with it immediately.
That's pretty.
And I was like, that's
Jelly
what you
bean
want.
candy is what it looks like.
And all the tiles seemed like it was all the same price.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, you look at it, it's like 40 pesos a square foot. So the bigger tiles are more expensive, smaller tiles are cheaper.
So it's about
But it averages out to
about $1 for
Yeah.
an 8-incher.
Yeah, that one right there, those are right at, I think, just under $1 a piece.
Okay.
These are a little over, but you do 5 square feet or what it's
$5.
the same. Yeah.
That's cheaper in America.
All this tile was the same price. And then we did this rough tile on the walls.
Yeah, that's cool.
And what I like is they have a little step down. I asked for this because we had this in our apartment. It's just
So you don't get water
it's
over
just
here.
it's like an inch and a half, 2 inches,
Yeah.
but it lets the shower water run. And it's a much bigger shower than I was expecting.
That's good.
Um,
You know,
Much wider. I wouldn't have made it this wide. This is giant.
oh,
But I like it.
I do too.
I've never had it. In the U.S., your showers are, it have been in here. This thing is full, at least a tile bigger than I expected.
well, it makes living in here much easier. I noticed that they don't. Well, first thing I noticed when I got here, they use the tableau, and they're used to. I go in after somebody's been in there, and they've got water all over the floors.
Yes.
And they got to wear flip-flops. I don't wear shoes. I don't wear flip-flops in the house. I don't wear shoes in the house.
I do.
Yeah, so I'm.
But I brought the shower head. I bought that in the U.S. when I was there for a visit.
Ah,
'Cause I
okay.
knew we were going to.
Build?
We were in a rent house, actually. And
Uh-huh.
they have terrible, a rent house. You got that crappy little half blocked up, real junk
I have
shower
one.
head.
I have one.
So I put this on before moving. I was going to swap it out.
I love the breakers in the showers.
Yeah, right next to the water.
Yeah, right next to the water. That's code.
I don't even know what you call that. It can't be a breaker because we had a roof leak at the apartment and water dripped down in it. And what is that noise? We're hearing a weird popping
Buzzing.
noise. This thing was shooting fire.
Yeah, they will.
Never tripped. And we had a big breaker panel in the apartment. Nothing trips.
Well, if you look at the blue handle, you don't see a number on it. It's a straight disconnect.
Yeah, it's just a disconnect.
Yeah.
But even the breakers did completely full of water.
You're lucky.
But I insisted on a big sit-down toilet and stand-up shower.
With a toilet seat.
I had to buy a separate one because it came with this real cheap plastic one. It's a nice
Yeah.
American standard toilet.
Yeah?
The seat was real flimsy.
Yeah.
So I had to buy another seat.
Well, this is nice.
But it's, it's small, but it's serviceable.
Is this kick out up here? Is that a concrete beam?
Yeah, goes all the way around.
All the way around, okay. So you got about a 12-inch beam up there with about 6.5-inch thick walls in.
Yeah.
They should be pretty efficient in here. Oh, that door is nice.
Yeah, it's not quite as thick as I thought, but it's,
Pretty good size.
solid cement.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had all 3 doors in different sizes, but they're standard. We
Yeah.
went to the store and they had 3 sizes picked out. And the guy's like, back door? CR? Front door? I'm like,
Way to
okay.
go.
If there's a standard, we'll take it, I brought way too much with me. This is my Chantal cookware.
I brought some of mine
This
too.
is my Williams-Sonoma dishes.
Wow.
My knives I've had since 1983, my Sabatiers. I used to work at Williams-Sonoma selling cookware. So
Good stuff, guys.
yeah, I did bring a little more kitchen than I probably had to. The pallet buying boxes are cheap.
Okay.
So,
Tell me about your internet. Way back out here. What's your speed?
it's a Globe WiMAX. It's a wireless antenna on the roof. And it's slow, but fairly reliable. We get
1
like
megabyte maybe? 2 megabytes?
meg.
That's
I'm
okay.
surprised we get 2 meg. When we lived at the other house up the road, it was 1 meg, and we had no antenna.
Okay.
It was just the wireless was here.
Okay.
They said they were going to get us an antenna and never did.
Okay.
Like, see, this is just a router.
Right.
At the other house, that was the antenna.
Inside the house.
Yeah, inside
Ooh,
the house.
That won't work with
And
concrete.
They kept promising and promising. Oh yeah,
Globe?
We'll get you an antenna. Yeah, we'll get you an antenna.
Globe?
We lived there for over a year. Yeah. Globe is the only option out here, unless you want to use one of the sticks.
Yeah, they don't work.
And we bought one, the little pocket Wi-Fi. Works at the mall.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I couldn't connect at all. We gave it to one of the family out in Antique. They're out in the boonies.
And it works?
Works great.
Well, it depends on where they got their towers.
It does not work here. Now there's some new towers that got built.
That may help.
Maybe it would work now.
And how much are you paying for your Globe now?
1,030.
1,030, no landline. No telephone line.
Yes, that includes a landline that we didn't want.
So you just don't have a phone?
We have a phone. I have to know the number.
Well, I got mine turned off, but I had to get my phone with my.
It's a package deal.
Yeah.
They told us.
I'm paying 1,705
But
every month.
It's pretty good. The wireless works. They use it next door. It's slow next door, but they're just on tablets.
Yeah, and
They're
Facebook
yeah,
and
they're not doing any real downloading anything.
gaming or
Gaming.
videos.
That's why I've got my desktop PC, because the laptop overheats
Because of low voltage, or
if I try gaming.
oh,
because of
okay.
graphics. It's an i7. I mean, it's a good laptop.
Oh, your laptop. Okay, yeah.
But it'll overheat. They're basically the same specs between the PC and the laptop.
Okay.
And they're decent enough specs. But it just can't handle, the graphics can't handle it. It overheats.
Okay.
So this I have to use for graphics. But I have side panel removed and a small fan this big
Extra fan.
on the floor to keep it cool.
Wow.
Because it overheats so bad here.
Yeah.
And it's got 3 fans internal, but it just can't keep up with. I mean, 'cause it's
Do you
not air
ever clean it?
conditioned.
CPU? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Tim, thanks for taking us through your house there and your little paradise. And I'm gonna put a link for your YouTube channel on mine so viewers can see the houses they built. So you guys, when you're coming to the Philippines and you want to build your own house, you can go to Tim's YouTube site and you can see how it's done.
It's fun.
Yeah, especially if you don't. All you have to do is come down here once a week and check up on the project.
Yeah. Turned out we had a real contractor after all.
That's wonderful because you don't hear those stories here very often.
You know, Medical City.
Medical
They
City.
just built the new wing
Yeah.
by the Esplanade.
Yeah.
That was our contractor.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know that. I thought Uncle was doing it. I thought it was just Uncle and the cousins.
Oh, that's awesome.
I found out later, oh no, he's a contractor, and this is like, oh, this is like a real job. Okay.
That's funny. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. Talk to you later. Bye bye. They got